So I've been in church ever since the first Sunday I was born. My dad was a music minister and I grew up in the church. So it was Sunday morning, Sunday night, Wednesday night, every time, all the time. Anyway, so growing up in the church like that, it's always been part of my life. Then I'm sure I'm the only person who has this story where around high school and going into college, I decided to do my own thing for a while. And what was funny with that, I actually, junior year of college, was in a Christian band playing bass for that group, and we went and played at a church in New Braunfels, I believe, for a youth camp, and the pastor came up and spoke. And the thing is about cognitive dissonance. You can hold two thoughts that are contrary to each other. You can only do that for so long before you can't keep that tension apart. And I remember the pastor finished speaking, the band came up to play, and I made it as far as the altar and got called to my knees to say, I can't live two lives. Coming into this year, things started to get a little difficult. I was having a crisis, wondering a lot about, am I professionally doing what I should be doing? Is my relationship with God what it should be? And it really weighed on me. It was hard, a lot of hard months, spent a lot of time praying and talking with fellow believers and working through these things and developing a trust that I needed to have in God's provision and God's promises. The good thing from that is, God's promised you peace that surpasses understanding, and He will provide that for you. And it's been interesting in the past couple of weeks trying to think about when you have that peace, when you're not under all of this, immediate stress, how do you still remind yourself that you need God just as much in the peace time as you do in the crisis time? And that it's been an interesting thing to try to think through and work through in that. So as for UBC and what UBC has meant in the past couple of years, if I had to think of one word, it would be community. So when I started, I got to join up with the band. Ben does an amazing job building community within that band when we're able to talk to each other, pray for each other, lift each other up. We message each other when we have problems that, hey, I'm praying for you, here's something I thought about, and I'm praying for you. That's amazing.